Hello, every pony. I'm Starlight Pony, and you might be wondering why I'm part fish. You see, I was dabbling in some magic that was from across the sea, and I kinda got turned into a fish. I have seemed to have lost my horn too. The only thing that I can say that the book says that it's a temporary spell, so it will eventually wear off. So hopefully in a little while I will be back to my normal self. Although it is quite fun to swim around. I might cast a spell occasionally, depending on how long it lasts. Now, talking about magic across the sea, our topic for this evening is going to be that of zecora. Zecora is a zebra, and she appeared in the episode Bridal Gossip. A very good episode, and and since then we have learned very little about zecora, except for the fact that she can brew potions, that she's from beyond the sea, and that she's very wise. Those are the only things that we know about her. And so the question is, who is zecora? What country did she come from? The only thing we know is that she comes from a far-off country. We can speculate that she comes from Africa due to the fact that that's where zebras are from. But what's going on in Africa to make her have left it? To come here to Ponyville? To be far away from everybody and live in the ever-free forest? These are important questions. Could it perhaps be that there is, just as in there's Africa right now, that there is a war going on? Could there be genocide and war going on in zecora's homeland? Could zecora have actually been an enemy of this and fled for its own safety? Furthermore, what other kind of ponies are there in his native land? Are there flying zebras? Is there a royal family? Is there, what kind of ruler is it? Is zecora perhaps related to the ruler and was put there in Ponyville for safekeeping? Who taught zecora all of her magic? Where did she come from, and what other kind of mystical creatures did they have in zecora's homeland? Furthermore, how old is zecora? She seemed as sort of an wise old woman, but she, at the same time, while the main six look up to her, she's seen on basically the same level as them. Furthermore, could she ever fall in love with a pony? And could they ever have children together? Zebras and horses have been known to breed, but would this mixture of zebra and pony be considered a child of worth? Would this child be able to cope with it? Would the child be fertile? Because when breeding two different species, often what happens is that the genetics don't link up properly, and what you end up with is something like the liger, which is sterile. Furthermore, who is zecora actually? What makes her tick? What beats behind that striped heart of hers? Is she lonely? What made her live in the ever-free forest? All these and more questions. But one thing we do know about zecora is that she's one of those characters, who doesn't show up very often, we love dearly. She's not as big as Trixie or some other ponies, but she's there, and I think she's important, and hopefully we'll get to see more about what's behind her. I'd love it if Twilight perhaps gotta go traveling with zecora and learns magic in her homeland. How is it that she's able to perform magic without her horn? I'd love to know this. As you can see, my horn has temporarily disappeared as I'm in my mermaid form. So, that's it. All these questions and more, well, maybe they'll be solved in season 4. For now, my dear, starlight is shining out.